Hi everyone, I am Naina. I'm a Dubai-based recruitment consultant. Also, I have worked as an HR professional for over 12 years. In today's video, I'm going to talk about self-care. I have been coaching different individuals throughout my career about how to achieve their work-life balance and how to strive for betterment during their careers through self-care. So let's begin. Whether you are an entrepreneur or you work at a full-time job, we all strive to achieve work-life balance. At some stage or another, we all have burnout situations at our workplaces. What do we lack? When I ask several individuals during one-to-one coaching, I talk to them, what is it that they are missing? The answer that I receive to my surprise is we are so busy. We are so busy that we cannot attain work-life balance. Okay, being busy is one thing. Having a balance is totally another. So I always ask them to take self-care as the first step towards reaching their bigger goal, which is a work-life balance. For example, I used to work tirelessly for 12 hours a day. By the time I used to reach home, there was no energy in me to take care of my family and spend quality time with my children, which is normal for any individual who works for long hours. Here there is not much difference in man and machine. We all have a limited battery life. If you work too much, then the battery is apt to get drained out. But we could make the battery run a little longer by switching off the devices in between. So if it's too technical for you, let me explain. We are working tirelessly for a very long time. Unless our body begins to give us signals that there is something wrong, we don't stop. Such signals could be stress, getting stressed at work, having frequent headaches, having fatigue, or having frequent burnouts with your peers or your superiors or subordinates or anybody at workplace. These are the indications that our body gives us that there is something wrong. We need to pause more frequently. So I'll give you today 10 things that you must do at your workplace to save your energy. So let's talk about the things that you can do to make it better at your workplace for you, and also you don't get the burnout situation by the time you reach home. The first thing that you must do is taking breaks. Take breaks during your work hours. I don't know, every organization has a different policy when it comes to taking breaks. Everybody has at least half an hour lunch break or 2 coffee breaks or overall 1 hour break which you could split. So look at the policies at your workplace. If you are an entrepreneur, deliberately put an alarm in your phone. Take breaks every 1 hour or so. It could be like just 10-minute stretchings or doing some kind of switch off or disconnect, not looking at your phone, not looking at your computer. That really helps. The second thing that you could do is put a nice lotion or something fragrant on your desk. We often get so focused working that we even forget to drink the water in between. So make sure you either put an alarm or you have a routine that your body tells you after every half an hour to 40 minutes to have a water. But I generally recommend don't keep the water bottle right at your desk. It will give you an excuse not to get up. Have a water dispenser like literally little far away from your desk so that you get up, you fill it in a glass, you have a glass of water and you're back at your desk. This is another excuse to get up. Now, our workplace gets very monotonous if we have it cluttered or if we have the work piled up all the time. Be creative with your desk. Keep it decluttered, keep it clean, put some nice pictures. Also, you can put some plants, a small sized cactus or maybe a bamboo, something like that, which greenery is always pleasant to the eye. So, green really helps. I strongly advise you to keep some healthy snacks on your desk. We all feel like munching. We put in our mouth whatever we have around. So this is not right. Keep some healthy snacking options. Make sure you get food from home. You're not ordering frequently. You're not eating out. Also, additionally, keep some fruits or some salads with you that you could munch in between the meals. That really helps to save your energy. The next thing that I really advise people is to disconnect during their lunch break from everything and anything. That is your lunch break. Take it completely. Be on your own. Whether you watch Tom and Jerry for like 10 minutes and have your lunch for 15, we eat, and eating doesn't take an hour, but we are given 1 hour break or half an hour break for lunch. There might be some purpose of having the break that longer. You could go for a short walk, you could step outside, get some sun, you could watch something for 10 minutes, laugh aloud, and come back to your desk recharged. Don't let the work take over you in any case. In the long run, it's your body that you have to take care of, not your work. Work is important, but nothing beats taking care of yourself. At workplaces, generally we have two kinds of people. Some are energy boosters, another are energy drainers. So avoid being around energy draining people. They would not work, they would gossip, they would do politics. You have to avoid and set up your boundaries. Try to have people around you whom you could look up to, whom you can learn from, who are productive. Also, no harm in having people around who have a good sense of humor. So they make you laugh, you forget work for a few minutes, and you feel rejuvenated, and then you start working again. So identify the energy boosters and energy drainers. When you get into an argument at work, no need to be responsive. You are triggered by many things at workplace, and I understand it's very difficult to avoid those triggers, but we can work towards it. You can always listen to some soothing music. Put your headphone on, listen to it for 15 minutes, and you automatically feel very good. Another thing that you could do is humming something, like go to a calm corner or a corridor, hum something for 5-10 minutes, and then come back. That really helps. Maybe you'll skip one coffee break and trade it for chanting, but it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. So try these things out at your workplace. Keep your energy with you. I hope it helps you to attain work-life balance in the long run, because by the time you'll reach home, you'll at least have some energy left for your family and your kids. So let me know how these tips have helped you in the long run. I would love to hear from you. Keep reading my career blog, which is at outdoorswithnena.com. Do watch my YouTube channel for more career tips and self-care routine videos. I would really like to have your comments. Do share, like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for today. Thank you for watching.